Hello, my name is Karia. That is Cooper Crossan. That is Nina Muva. We are Intertwined Financing, and we are pumped to be here today. Intertwined is developing an online interactive stock market and personal finance simulator that integrates adaptive learning software. And this project kind of came about in November in our yearbook room. It was just Cooper and I were sitting in there, we're thinking, hey, we gotta do something about financial literacy.
Financial literacy is important because it affects your everyday life. I mean, you're buying stuff, you're spending money, and having that knowledge affects everything you do.
We're taking the experience that we've learned from Intertwined, Innovate Within, UE Changemaker Challenge, everything we've experienced, and we're bringing it here to Signature School.
So Signature School is a charter school, and so students apply to be at the school. They choose to be here. And because of that, we have a lot of people who have the drive to make this community a better place, and that's really what makes Signature School stand out.
I think it was really special that Signature School is nestled right there on Main Street, where at any point in the day I can walk down and meet government officials, to the Indiana Small Business Development Center, or to Elevate Ventures, and just talk about my company, talk about my pitch, what are my problems.
So we're students. This is the first time ever trying to do something like this before. And Innovate Within really helped us kind of develop our idea and get it going. In winning regionals and going on to state, it helped us make connections.
It is a competition and you want to win, but you know, Innovate Within, they constantly reassured us that even being in the top 10, we would have the constant support of the team to help grow our business without getting the winning prize money.
How do we know that this is impacting the community? Through the STARTedUP Foundation and through Innovate Within, they create partnerships with local governments. Many of our students have met our mayor through this competition, right? Otherwise, they would not have met our mayor. Other students have met educators at the collegiate level. In Evansville, they've toured University of Evansville and their Changemaker Lab. And so there's been sort of collaboration in how can a local university help these students within the region.
You know, when you think about college campuses all across the country, in many cases it's always the town versus the gown, right? In Evansville, it's the town and the gown. If the university gets better, the city gets better. And if the city gets better, so does the university. And that's a different way of looking at it.
We really believe that the best creative problem solvers are made, not born. The STARTedUP Foundation, Innovate Within, and Changemaker Challenge, and that partnership between them wraps those students around consistent, sustained support to actually act on their ideas.
I think what this program allows, and programs similar to this across the state, it allows for students to find, first and foremost, yes, their passion, but also typically their passion is in their community. They get invested in their community because they want to improve their lives in the community.
Well, Evansville is sometimes forgotten about. We are at the southernmost part of the state, but I think the nice thing is when people see and hear what is happening in Evansville in southwest Indiana, it has the wow factor.
Yeah, just walking down the street here, downtown Evansville, you can just see the entrepreneurs, you know, left and right that are opening up, and I think you can just feel it.
The challenge has been that people think that you can't have those types of careers here in the region, that you would need to move away to have the resources.
We really want to build an ecosystem on how we attract and retain that talent in a meaningful way. So we want to make sure that our young folks and young professionals are connected to the things that they're passionate about.
10 years ago, a survey came out talking about the top 10 most miserable communities in the country, and Evansville was part of that top 10. So we self-identified as a miserable city. And something in exploring that led me to realize that it was up to me to not just complain about it, but be willing to do something about it. I'm hoping that more schools and people that have the responsibility of training up our next generation take entrepreneurship education very seriously and exposing young people to the potential of solving problems, identifying problems so that they can solve them in that kind of way. If I'm looking for a miserable city, I'm going to see it. And if I'm looking for solutions and opportunities, then I'm going to see those.
We've seen a handful of ideas, whether it's through the Changemaker Challenge or through Innovate Within or Jay's Innovation Showcase, that have not only pitched an idea, but ultimately go on to take that idea to the next level. It's up to the startups to create the next crop of that ecosystem that will grow our region for years to come.
Opportunities truly are everywhere, and we've grown from one dot in southwest Indiana to around the country, where we have educators contacting us about our curriculum, our platform, how we can change their classrooms.
Funding young entrepreneurs is really an investment in Indiana's future. We went from just being an idea through competition to being a reality.
I think opportunities like this really push the boundaries of what students can go ahead and do. And so I think we need to foster that, right? If we're going to go ahead and take a look at the next step of education, we need to foster these opportunities to only go ahead and reach new horizons into education and what students can do in the future for our state and for our country.